Wise or Remitly? Who's better? Today I'm going to help you figure this out by explaining all the differences. I'll cover the trust and credibility factor, features, fees and exchange rate, and customer support, and find out who has the highest overall rating. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly who to choose. I'm not going to waste your time here, so let's get straight into it. Let's start with the big question. Is your money actually safe with these fintech companies? Wise is a publicly listed company in the UK, which means they're held to strict standards of transparency and accountability. Remitly, on the other hand, is a publicly traded company based in the US, bringing similar levels of transparency. Remitly serves over 150 countries around the world, while Wise goes even further to cover 190 countries, meaning both companies must follow local regulations in each country where they operate, giving you that added peace of mind. The big difference here is that Remitly operates primarily as a money transfer service rather than offering full banking features like Wise. With Wise, your money is stored in major government-backed banks like Barclays, Citibank, and Chase, which is super secured, but just without the government insurance backing. Remitly partners with established banks and financial institutions in recipient countries to help make transfers, but doesn't hold your money like Wise does. I truly believe your money are in safe hands with either of these options. I've rated Wise a 9 out of 10 for trust and credibility. The only reason they lost that 1 point is because unlike traditional banks, they aren't backed by the government directly. Remitly scores slightly lower at 8 out of 10. Primarily because they're focused more narrowly on money transfers rather than offering comprehensive banking features like Wise. So Wise wins round 1. Both Wise and Remitly offer multi-currency capabilities, but they work very differently. Wise lets you hold 40 different currencies, with 23 of them having their own local bank account details. Remitly is designed specifically for sending money abroad, rather than holding multiple currencies. A standout feature from Wise is the exchange rate alert system. You can set automated triggers to convert your money when rates hit the target, which is super useful if you're planning a large overseas purchase or wanting to lock in great rates before your trip. For everyday spending, only Wise offers a physical debit card for a one-time cost of $10, plus up to 3 free digital cards too. Where Remitly pulls ahead is with their extensive cash pickup network. If you're sending money to someone who doesn't have a bank account, they can collect their cash at thousands of locations worldwide. Wise doesn't offer this option. I've scored Wise a 9 out of 10 for features, deducting 1 point because it isn't available in all countries and lacked that cash pickup option. Remitly scores an 8 out of 10, gaining points for their extensive global cash pickup network, but losing points for a more limited currency holding capabilities and banking features. So Wise wins round 2. One of the biggest advantages of both Wise and Remitly is how low their fees are for international money transfers compared to traditional banks. With a local bank, you'd be looking at an international wire fee of $10 to $30, plus a higher exchange rate markup, making it very expensive. Now, both Wise and Remitly are much cheaper because they don't move your money across borders in the traditional way. If you wanted to transfer money from the US to Australia, they would receive funds in their US account and send the equivalent amount from their Australian account to you, keeping your money local and avoiding those international wire fees. Here's where they differ though. Wise uses the mid-market exchange rate, which is the fairest and most transparent rate available, like the one you find on Google, and then add a small transparent fee on top. Remitly, however, adds a markup to their own mid-market rate, so you don't really know what the true rate is. Now, both are still vastly cheaper than traditional banks, but Wise is more transparent about their fee structure. Both services provide exchange rate information up front, so you can verify what you're paying before you confirm. Generally, from personal experience though, I always find that Wise has the best rate regardless of currencies and transfer amounts. But you can always check yourself using this exchange rate calculator by inputting the currency pair and the amount you want to transfer. And I have a way for you to save even more with both services so you don't have to worry. You can get fee-free transfers on your first £500 with Wise. And if you choose Remitly, new customers can qualify for fee-free first transfers. So check out the links in the description to claim these bonuses. For ATM withdrawals, Wise gives you 2 free withdrawals each month, totaling under £200. It's not a lot, but can come in handy when you're traveling. I gave Wise a 9 out of 10 for fees and exchange rates, as they are cheaper than all other options most of the time and use the true mid-market rate. Remitly scores 8 out of 10 here. They can be competitive for specific currency pairs, but the variable exchange rate markups and a less transparent pricing model cost them that extra point. So Wise wins round 3. Customer service can really make or break fintech companies, and I've had some interesting experiences. With Wise, I faced a situation in April 2023 where 14 fraudulent transactions hit my card from an old DD rideshare account. Wise blocked all of it, and although it took about 2 months to get my money back, longer than I expected, I did eventually receive all of it. The process was smooth. I entered my phone number, they called me right back, helped block my card, and then submitted my fraud claim for me. And then they arranged for a new debit card to be sent out for free. For general issues, both Wise and Remitly offer 24/7 live chat support. But the big difference? Wise offer callback service, which makes dealing with any issues much simpler than just calling a random number and trying to connect to the right department like at Remitly. I rated Wise's customer service a 9 out of 10, while Remitly scores an 8 out of 10 due to a less user-friendly phone support system. So Wise wins round 4. Despite my high overall rating with both having a solid Trustpilot score, neither option is perfect. Both services have limitations in availability. If you're in countries like Afghanistan or Russia, you won't be able to use Wise. And similarly, while Remitly serves over 150 countries, they don't operate everywhere. And the sending countries are more limited than recipient countries. So check their websites to see if you're eligible. These two companies struggle with different issues. Wise has earned a reputation for their strict account usage. They'll freeze or completely shut down account at the first sign of anything unusual, which can be a major headache if you rely on them for your finances. This appears as the most frequent complaint on Trustpilot. I've been through their verification process myself, and while it's a little bit frustrating, by providing the requested documents, it cleared things up for me right away. So I wouldn't worry too much if you're not doing anything shady. Remitly's weak point is their customer support. Despite offering service in multiple languages across different channels, so many users report hitting brick walls when trying to resolve delays or stuck transfers. This problem becomes especially painful when families are anxious waiting for funds that are stuck in limbo with no clear answers from support. The final tally gives Wise 9 points overall and Remitly 8 points. While Remitly do really well with its extensive cash pickup network, Wise is the clear winner with better multi-currency features and more transparent and typically lower exchange rates. So who should you choose? I wholeheartedly recommend going with Wise. I've used them for over 7 years now with no problems at all. But if you want help setting up and using Wise, you can click on this next video here for the full tutorial.